everyone, welcome to Sweet Pea Seeds Inspirations. My name is Sydney and today we are going to learn how to do the Tunisian crochet straw stitch. The multiple for this stitch is going to be 2. I have a chain of 8 here, and before we can actually start working on the stitch itself, we've got to kind of get ourselves set up, and that way we can start working on the pattern for the straw stitch. So go ahead and chain up as many as you would like, as long as the multiple of 2. And that very first loop that is on our hook, that is always going to count as 1 stitch. And now to do our forward pass, we are going to go through each of those chains and draw up a loop. And once you have gotten to the end, you should have as many loops as chains that you have made. And again, this is going to be our forward pass to start off. And once you have gotten that completed, to do a return pass, we are going to pull through 1 loop, and that is going to act like a chain 1. And now for the remaining of our return pass, we are going to pull through 2 loops. Again, go through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, until you have pulled through every single loop and you only have 1 loop on your hook. So that is our base, so that we can have something to work into now. And like I stated earlier, that very first loop that is on our hook, that stays on our hook, that is always going to count as our very first stitch. Now to do a straw stitch, the very first stitch, we are going to go underneath that bar and do a simple stitch. So go underneath that bar and just pull up a loop. And now for the second stitch, you have that front bar and then that back bar. We are going to grab that back bar only and then pull up a loop like that. And then that is what we are going to continue doing for the remaining of this row. Again, we are going to do a simple stitch, which is going under that very first bar, and draw up a loop. And then for the second stitch, we are going to grab that back bar and draw up a loop. Again, just continue doing that for the remaining of your row, our forward pass. Go underneath that back bar and draw up a loop. Now, once you have gotten to the end, we are always going to work in the last stitch underneath both of those loops. If you do not work underneath both of those loops, you will have a gap in your project. And now we are going to do our return pass. So again, we are going to pull through 1 and then pull through 2 for the remaining of our return pass. So again, real quick, I will show you that again. So that very first loop on our hook, that is our very first stitch. And we are going to go into the next stitch underneath that front bar and draw up a loop. For the second stitch, we are going to find that back bar and then draw up a loop. And you will just continue doing that for the remaining of our forward pass. So go underneath that back bar and draw up a loop. go underneath that front bar and draw up a loop until you have gotten to your very last stitch. And again, you will go through both of them loops for your very last stitch to making sure you do not have a hole in your project. And then you will do your return pass. And that is pulling through one loop and then pull through two. Pull through two, pull through two, pull through two, and pull through two, until you only have one loop left on your hook. And you will just continue doing that until your desired length. And that is how you do a straw stitch, and you should have something that resembles this. If you did enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, or subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys next time.